Yo, what up? What's poppin'? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, I was thinking that a lot of guys have to come to terms with the fact that women are sexual beings, okay? Women are sexual beings. Now I say this because, a lot of guys out there, they still are searching, they're looking for, the virgin. They're looking for the chick who has the super low body count. And I've always been like, why? What's the point of this? You understand? Like, and this is the thing, a lot of guys, they say, well, if a girl had sex with a bunch of guys, then that means she's all messed up. She's emotionally damaged because all these guys fucked her and now their energies and their DNA and all that other shit, right? Now, this is what I find interesting. I'll just use myself as an example, right? Like, I've been married for, it's going on 14, well, not married for 14 years, but I've been with my wife for 14 years. We've been married for 7 years. No, have we? I'm bugging out. We've been married for, we've been together for almost 14 years. We've been married for about 5 or 6. My math is off. But anyway, right? Now, my wife has been with a lot of dudes, right? So dudes will say, well, you can't bond with a chick, you can't pair bond with a chick, and I'm like, bro, I'm actually been with a woman for this long and everything's cool. Now let's talk about my girlfriend. By most guys' standards, my girlfriend has a high body count because, most guys will say, well, if a girl had sex with more than 2 guys, she has a high body count. I've been with my girl for, 4 years now, going on, and everything's cool. Now, I'm not saying that, my relationships with my wife and my girlfriend are like, a fucking walk in a park 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But it's good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm happy. I'm good with what's popping off. You understand what I'm saying? So, I just always find it funny that there's a lot of guys out there who haven't really experienced being with a woman for this long, or being with multiple women for this long, and they're the ones with all of the insight and knowledge on, not being able to bond with a chick who had sex with a bunch of dudes. It's just weird to me. You understand? But the thing I want to say in this video is that, when it comes to you guys dealing with women, you have to understand that women are out here having sex with a lot of guys. You understand? Don't get this twisted. Most women that you meet have a high body count, based off of the standards that most guys think is high. You understand? Most women are in double digits. Most women had 10 or more guys. You feel what I'm saying? Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because I think that, guys have to come to terms with this so they stop living in this fantasy when it comes to dealing with women. You understand? Because, guys will say, well, you know what? I'm just going to, fuck this chick, because she's a slut. But I'm not going to take it seriously. I'm not going to wife her up. I'm not going to make her my girlfriend. And this is the thing. You don't have to make a woman your wife or girlfriend or anything like that. But if you are the type of guy who wants a wife or a girlfriend, and if you think you're going to find, these virgins out here, you have another thing coming to you. You understand what I'm saying? See, women are constantly lying to guys out here because they don't want to seem like hoes and sluts. But see, when you know the truth about this shit and you sort of like drop that expectation, shit becomes a little bit more easier. You understand? So the thing is that most guys want to fuck a lot of women, but at the same time want to find women who haven't fucked a lot of men. I'm gonna say that again, and I want you guys to sort of see if that makes sense. Guys want to fuck a lot of women, but want to find women who haven't fucked a lot of men. How does that work? How does that work? You know, I've talked about this before plenty of times, but I feel like guys still don't understand this thing. Again, it's not just the sex where a woman's taking in the guy's energy. It's the guy himself. It's the guy who she's dealing with. You understand? It's the guy who she's dealing with. Because truthfully, a woman could have hung out with 25 guys on a consistent basis. And let's say if most of those guys were negative, most of those guys had a very negative energy, right? Then she's going to have that negative energy. And these guys haven't even had sex with her. So a lot of times it's just the energy, because women, they take in, you know, the energy. They're influenced by men. Women are influenced by men. So, you know, guys, they say, well, if a chick had a high body count, that means, you know, she's influenced by all these guys and she's all over the place and all this other stuff. But see, the thing is this. It's not as simple as you think it is. You understand? Think about this. Because I like to deal in, you know, logic and shit, right? If you, let's say you live in the United States and you speak English or whatever, right? Now let's say you went to visit London and then you went to visit Italy and then you went to visit some country in Africa, right? So you visited those three places, but you were there for like a week. You were there for a week, let's say, each of those places, right? Now, when you went to London and you were there for a week, are you going to pick up on a London accent? Are you going to now have a strong London accent because you were in London for a week? Or if you were in Italy or some country in Africa, you know, you're over there, are you going to pick up on the language and the accent because you were there for a week? No. So what makes you think if a chick had a one-night stand with a guy, she's going to pick up on his essence? Like now she's susceptible to this dude that she fucked for 7 minutes, you know, at his house after the club or some shit. You understand? See, a lot of dudes don't want to come to terms with the fact that women are sexual. You understand? See, I've understood this and accepted this a long time ago. A long time ago. You know, dudes, you know, they don't understand that women are these sexual creatures. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, the thing is, you know, I've been on this side of the fence of being the guy that these women fuck easily. You understand what I'm saying? Where they want to get down ASAP. You know, I've been with plenty of men's wives and fiancés and girlfriends. You know, and I don't really like doing that, but I've done that a lot in the past. You know, guys, they have this fantasy or this illusion that women don't like sex as much as us. Or they're not out here, you know, making it happen. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing. Most guys, what they'll do is that they don't like that women are fucking around a lot but they'll use the excuse of, oh, well, she's not going to be able to pair bond. She's not going to be able to, she's going to pick up on the guy's energy, all this other stuff, right? But a lot of times it's not really that. A lot of times, truthfully, it's guys don't like that women can get sex easy. That's really where a lot of it stems from. You understand? There was this movie, I can't remember the exact name of it, but it was a movie where the guy was like in a world where you couldn't lie, but he was the only one that could lie. And then there was a scene where there was a girl that he liked, and she was flirting with some other dude or gonna get with some other guy. And so he tells this girl, he's the guy that could lie, the only one that could lie in the movie. He tells this girl, he's like, hey, listen, you shouldn't like get with that guy, because if you get with a lot of guys, then you're gonna be seen as a slut and men aren't gonna like you. And so it was a funny scene because it illustrates a great point, that guys say this shit because deep down it's really about not liking the fact of a woman that they want to be with or that they are with wanting to fuck with other dudes. You understand? Because it's a threat to their situation. You see what I'm saying? It's a threat to their situation. See, what I find funny is, this is what I find very interesting, because like I said, I've been with my wife for 14 years, married for about 6 of those years or whatever. And she's been with dudes, and it's never been a situation where she's like, like going to another dude, meaning like she's like, oh, I gotta leave you now. I can't be with you, Mr. Locario, because, I've been with this other guy. You understand? Like, it's never been that situation. You see what I mean? It's never been that situation, ever. Same thing with my girl. You know what I'm saying? My girl was with other dudes, and it was never a situation where, she... she was like, oh my God, I met this other guy, and, he influenced me with his energy, and now I gotta go with him, or now I'm confused, and it's all over the place. Like, it's not happening. It's not happening. Now again, men influence women, so maybe I've influenced my wife and my girl more than the other guys because they're around me more. You understand? Just like if you're in London for years, maybe you're going to pick up on an accent because you're around that situation more. And if you're just visiting, it's not going to be that way, right? But what I find funny is that dudes just really, like, don't want to come to terms with this shit. See, my thing is this. You have no choice but to accept this. You feel what I'm saying? Niggas ain't got no choice but to accept this motherfucking truth. Is that, this low body count doesn't really exist. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't women out there with low body counts. I'm not saying that there aren't, but what I'm saying is that's not the norm. You know what I'm saying? That is not the norm. Unless you meet like some sort of super religious chick, you know what I'm saying? Or you meet a girl who's like, just turning 18, and let's say she hasn't had sex yet or whatever, or hardly had sex. Other than that, I don't know where you niggas is finding these low body count chicks. You know what I'm saying? And to me, I don't see why you care though. Because dudes is talking about pair bonding and all this. Most of y'all motherfuckers don't want girlfriends or wives and shit. Most of y'all talking about, I'm just pumping and dumping. Most of y'all talking about, I'm MGTOW. So why you care? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just trying to fuck, right? So, instead of like being all weird about this shit, just understand that it's something that's happening, that's going to continue to happen, and there's nothing you can do about it. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing you can do about it. Click the link below to get the ebook 60-Second Game. In this book, you learn how your confidence, verbal communication skills, appearance, response to rejection, and honesty can affect your game. Click the link below to get your copy today.
Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below to send me a question. If you have a question on dating and relationships, I'll make a video about it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which teaches you 7 easy to follow tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And 3, I want you to click the link under that one to go to Bad Boy Membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month.
What's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy to follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.